How's it going, y'all? It's Jordanigo. Welcome to my Halloween Kills review. If you're new here, feel free to like, subscribe. I appreciate it. I made a video yesterday. It's just my initial reactions after leaving the movie theater. You know what? If you've seen that video, you can, I'll have a link to it in the description. I was not happy with this movie. I thought it sucked. And honestly, within the span of a day, I was just thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it another chance. I'll watch it again before I do a real review. And honestly, I gotta say, I still don't really like this movie, but it is a little better the second time around. First off, I'll do the stuff I really liked about it. I got notes on my phone. Let's get into it. All right, the good stuff. The music. Honestly, the music is really, really good for this movie. But again, one of the problems for me is with how dumb this movie can be at times. Basically, the music is too good for this movie. The kills are good, honestly. Okay, I changed my mind. I was talking about Michael Myers being like a ninja fighting firefighters. Whatever, I don't care anymore, man. That scene, okay. I was kind of upset because the reason why they bring back Michael Myers was just stupid. I feel like at the end of Halloween 2018, they burned him to the ground. I feel like that was supposed to be the end. But then they're like, hey, this Halloween movie, it made a lot of money. And the director's like, it did. Universal, you want to make another one? Fine, we'll do it. I don't know if that's actually how they went, but that's probably how I would be if I made this movie. Just their excuse for accidentally saving Michael Myers was just so stupid to me. Not as stupid as Halloween Resurrection, but it was getting close. So yeah, he fights the firefighters. It's kind of a cool scene, I guess. You know what? Yeah, I think at first I was more mad that the way they save Michael Myers is just kind of dumb. But yeah, the other kills are really good too. They're really brutal and stuff. You know what? At times it did feel like it was just too much. You know what? The last movie, some of the stuff was gory. But this one I feel like they go way over the top with some of the stuff. And it's not really clever. It's just he's going really far. I'd say there's there's probably 2 kills that I thought were actually clever. One of them wasn't dumb. The other one was incredibly dumb. I shouted in the middle of the movie what? That's stupid. Okay, I already said it in the last one. If you're here, I'm not gonna spoil it. All I'm gonna say is Uno reverse card. And you'll know what I'm talking about whenever you see the movie. That kill was stupid. But other than that, kills are pretty brutal. Kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't think it was enough to save the movie. There's a good amount of suspense here. After rewatching it, I don't know. I must have been in a bad mood or something, but some of the suspense is actually decent in this movie. It's not everywhere, but in the parts where there is suspense, it's actually pretty good. I think there's also a few cool ideas in this movie, Michael Myers, the evil stuff. I really do like the idea of the town just turning into a crazy mob over something like Michael Myers. It's not just the fact that he's killing other people, he's making people in the town crazy with a mob mentality or whatever. I thought it was a cool idea, but again, they started a cool backflip and then they kind of landed on their face with that one, I guess. That's just how I felt about that message. It looked cool at the start, but then they just kind of, I don't think it stuck the landing. One of my favorite things about this movie, though, definitely had to be the flashbacks. Wow, it looked so good. The scenes just look different from the entire movie, and it really does feel like the original Halloween movie. I really like what they did for the flashbacks. Unfortunately, for now, until the next time I watch it, that's mainly just the stuff I like. Now I'm onto the list of dislikes. It's kind of a long list. I don't like idiotic characters who make idiotic decisions. I don't know if this is too spoilery, but the movie starts off with somebody with their phone in their hand going, hey, he's on his phone saying random stuff. And then he finds somebody on the sidewalk and he's like, oh my gosh. And then he starts screaming for help. I'm like, dude, you have a phone in your hand. Call 9. What? You, God, like it's stuff like that that's just so stupid. And that was okay. I think that might have been something else that put me in a bad mood. I was just like, come on now, dude. Are you serious? You have a phone in your hand. You're gonna scream for help and not call 911 or anything. Why? Some of the people in this movie are stormtroopers. They cannot aim for crap, man. Like they're trying to shoot at Michael Myers. They miss every shot, and one of them, they get a shot, but it isn't really a good one. And you know what? I feel like some people want to say, oh yeah, there's a firefighter that sprays water at Michael Myers. That was dumb too. I feel like some people want to say that, you know what, you can't really have a horror movie without stupid characters or something. I kind of want to agree, but I think a horror movie is better if you have smart characters making smart decisions, then they still die in the end. Like, you can have a smart character and kill them off. Honestly, I think that makes the villain even more scary because it just shows you might be making good decisions, but the killer can always be a step ahead of you and get you when you least expect it. I think that's way better than some dude spraying water at Michael Myers and getting his face caved in or something. Like, come on, man. Really? And turn up the water pressure next time. Man, I thought this one had too much humor in it. Like, I think it messed with some parts of the movie. There was humor where there didn't need to be humor. And it was just kind of weird. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to be disturbed or just laugh at the movie. I don't know, man. It just left me confused. I think the scene with the little kid in the first Halloween movie worked fairly well because the humor ended like really fast. And there's one scene that is kind of humorous and the humor does end pretty fast, so that scene does kind of work. But then there's just like other scenes where it's just humor taking up the movie. Like, you know, the sandwich scene. It takes up part of the movie, but it isn't really that long. There's scenes in this movie with characters that I do kind of like because they're funny, but they kind of just take up screen time and it just doesn't really matter. Like, it has nothing important to do. It's nothing important to the story. It just takes up time, and yeah. The hospital scene was kind of corny. You don't know what I'm talking about. Like, just not just the hospital scene, but like just some of the stuff people say. Like, you will hear 40 years ago about 1,000 times in this movie. You'll hear boogeyman a bunch of times. You'll hear, I don't know, evil like 1,000,000 times. Like, it's just, it feels like kind of like an essay I would have written in middle school, and I would have just kept repeating the same point. Alright, something else I don't really like about this movie, it kind of feels like it jumps everywhere. Like, at the beginning it's not too bad, but throughout the movie it's like present day, 1978, hospital, people hunting down Michael Myers. This issue wasn't as bad the second time you watch it, but the first time I was like, bro, what the heck is going on? Like, this is a long movie, but somehow it's still just kind of a mess. And the other thing is, like, this movie doesn't, you can tell where the beginning is, but then, at least for me, I never felt like a middle or an end to the movie. Like, it just kind of, it's just, you see a bunch of stuff happen, and that's about it. And then the ending is like really abrupt, and I didn't feel anything from it. Overall, this movie, it's entertaining, I'm not gonna lie, but that doesn't mean it's a good movie. It's, I guess, what do they say in Ratatouille? He's like, they're eating trash. He's like, this is some good garbage. Yeah, that's probably what I would say about this movie. Maybe not the best garbage, but it's like, it's probably like B tier garbage, you know? Honestly, I think if you're like a huge Michael Myers fan and you just like every single Halloween movie, or you like the sequels like 4 through 6, I think you're gonna have fun with this one, because this movie kind of reminds me of 4 through 6. Like, I can watch them, but it doesn't really mean I really like them that much. So Halloween Kills is some fairly decent garbage. I would give it like, I say like a D plus, maybe a C minus. It's not, in my opinion, it just wasn't that good. It was a pretty big letdown. Man, I really hope they don't screw up Halloween Ends. Like, gosh, I don't know. It probably should have ended with the last one. Yeah, that's my review for Halloween Kills. I didn't really like it that much, but what did you guys think? I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, I'm happy for you, because I wanted to enjoy this movie so bad. I was in denial. I'm like, no, this movie can't be that bad, and so I rewatched it, and it's not as bad as I thought yesterday, but I still don't really like it that much. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.